Hello everyone and welcome to Stitching Ain't Easy. My name is Ashley. Thank y'all for joining me today. Alright. Thanks for being here, y'all. Okay. So I have made a few videos about the yarn corner revamp. I went through all of my yarn that I kind of had in storage and things to get everything situated. We are in the process of getting things situated to get a house. It's, a long process, but it's happening and it's very exciting. So, I had some yarn in storage. We went through that together on here. Y'all help me. And I pretty much have the yarn corner situated how I'm going to have it until I get like an actual yarn space where I can put up all the yarn. So, I'm not counting this that's out. I have some Bernat blanket yarn, some of the Premier Bloom yarn, which are things that I made projects for craft fairs. In the next little bit, I'm not going to be doing any craft fairs that I know of. I mean, you never know. But anyway, as of right now, that's not going to be a thing. So I still have the stuff that I'm going to be using for projects that I have planned for on here, some wearables and things, some pattern testing. Kept that stuff out, put a few things away. So ignore the fingernails, please. That's my plan for today, is to fix this situation. So all right, this is the yarn corner. That's my punch needle. I want to put it up here, but it's just kind of a thing. I need a top for this little cube, but it's overflowing, so I don't know. Right now it's just sitting there and it hasn't moved, so I'm good with it, It's one of those. So let's do a quick run through and then I'll just kind of talk a little bit more about what's happening. So this is my stool and this is my blanket that Derek got me for Christmas. So I'm a super hip black stool, but Derek got me that for Christmas and it's a heated blanket. Actually, it's a heated wrap. I adore it. And so it sits down here so I can put it on my legs because I'm always cold. And then my crinkle alert pillow, that was up here with these little pretties. And I miss it. I miss being able to just crinkle it. So it's down here now. Okay. Stitch marker holder. That's the Centro. These are whips. I have three more little bags. 2 are sitting on my bed because I'm getting ready to make videos about those. And then 1 is in the top of the closet because it's just little like bits of things. So for right now, these are the whip whenevers I want to focus on. This is chenille yarn, gnome hats, doilies that I thrifted, which is always a really fun thing to do. So this is it. Little frog. Okay, so let's go through. So I said the punch needle, which is so fun. If y'all have not tried punch needle, may I suggest it. The camo yarn, which I have blankets planned out of this and hats out of this for donations and things. This one, I want to make a blanket for someone I know. And then, like I said, that's going to be blankets and hats donations. This is all the Yarn Bee. Oh, I know what it's called. Yarn Bee Velvety Smooth yarn. It's like it's a 5-weight. These insanely beautiful colors. These are gorgeous. I'm going to make a frog out of those, and I'm not sure what out of those. This is going to be an elephant, so this is in the gray. Those are Yarn Bee also. So this is just some bulkier yarn that isn't the Bernat, but things that I have ideas for, like my kiddos and people we know. I'm trying to focus on that stuff right now instead of, craft fair inventory at the moment. So Christmas yarn, a red heart yarn. This is all the red heart ombre. So I'm going to use these and make is it the Study of Ombre? I think. The crochet crowd blanket. I have enough to do that, and I'm very excited. I have the blue, got a purple one, the pink, the mauve, the yellows, so yay. These are solid colors. I just use boxes for right now because I mentioned this the other day. I'm gonna need boxes anyway, and the way I look at it, look at all that yarn that's already boxed up and just ready to move. I'm ahead of the game, depending on how you look at it. So this box, just some solid colors. Move this stool. Okay. Taz, obviously. Whenever we went to my dad's house after the tornado, there was a tub full of, it was insane. There was a tub full of my stuffed animals from whenever I was little. The lid was ripped off. All the stuffed animals were still inside. So, they had like 200 and some mile-an-hour winds. Yeah. It's like 202, I believe it was. And stuffed animals were still there. So, there was also a tub, like just a plastic tote with the lid, that had a bunch of gloves in the bottom of it, and there were pictures on top. The lid was ripped off, but all the pictures were still there. The gloves, the pictures, everything just like it was. Bizarre. So anyway, and the carport right next to it is completely gone. Or well, the carport that those things were inside of, completely gone. So just for reference. Okay, anyway, had this when I was little, bee washed for me, so we had to display it. So like point of that story, I guess. Okay, so all the cottony, like thicker cotton yarns that are Yarn Bee. My other cotton yarns are Frog. This is the stitch marker holder that I made, my super hip little hearts that I love. Okay, these are all 3 weights and things. These are those really cute ones that look really cute as scarves on this intro. I need to finish those out. This is like baby yarn, like for baby blankets and baby hats. Variegated that I have ideas for, so there are like a few of these up here, and yeah, that I have projects in mind. Okay, and then on this side, Centro, the classic crochet thread for doilies and such. Whips. This is the just Premier Just Chanel yarn. All of that's in that little basket I crocheted. Hats. Variegated yarn, a bee my mom made. Variegated yarn, a special guest, gnome yarn. I love that so much, the gnome makers. It's so cool. So, alright. Fuzzes on it. There's always fuzzes on things when I show y'all stuff. There we go. Alright. Oh, this is that Wild Streak yarn in the back. Our little voodoo doll from Halloween. Oh gosh, a mess. Elmo, also for doilies, like the cool little eyelash yarn and fun things. And then these, which are the Dazzle, sorry for the shakiness there, the Dazzle yarn. It's so cool. There you go. So that was all up there. I feel like for some cool New Year's project, or I don't know, we'll see what happens. My mom made a really cool shawl out of these and put beads on it. It's so very neat. Okay. Cakes. These are 2 deep. These are 3 deep. There are, I think, 5 or 6 of those in there. This is the one that I'm going to make that fairy coat out of. I mentioned the other day. Yarn on deck for that. Some just really pretties. Like I said, most all of these things are Happy Mails, which again is just it. This whole little thing was so awesome. Like going through my yarn and putting everything up, because it was just like, oh my gosh, I remember this, and it was neat. So Karen cakes, or Karen, yeah, cakes. There we go. Mandala cake, Karen marble cake, Karen big cake. I have a blanket that I'm making with that Karen big cake, but there's just the skeins up there. My little dude, some of my very favorite hooks. 3 weights, so a wearable socks, a wearable I have in mind. And then we go to the rainbow, so red, orange, yellow, green, which is behind my grandma's shoes and little button gnome, green, blue, purple. That I mentioned the other day is that Mecca yarn. I'm gonna make a hat with that, and then little pom-poms. Down here there's some pink. This is like just little bits and baubles and ribbon, some books, just, you know, the things. I need to empty these drawers out. That's stuff we used for school like a few years ago, but I really kind of want to leave these in here. I just don't know what I'm going to put in them. Things I need to make videos for: sparkly yarn. This is all neutrals, so that gray needs to be put down in there, but that's all right. Grays, blacks, browns, whites, turquoise, pink. And then right here there is this basket that I made out of my Bernat blanket scraps, yarn balls. This is all Red Heart Aran, and I want to make like a vintage throw with that, like an embroidered looking very pretty blanket with that. I have plans. I'm going to put borders on those for donations, and then a frog that was also in the tub of my stuffed animals that Bee washed for me. A mouse my great grandma made, a little baby doll my great grandma made, my Ashley gnome from my beautiful friend Miss Nisa, my beautiful Miss Sally doll that is from a gift from my BFF Miss Madonna Ballard that Miss Billy the Crafty Floridian made. Super cool. My Christmas spider, this little board that I made Derek and I for made Derek for our anniversary one year. It's, you use a map and it's like where we met, where we got married, and where we live, little hearts. And then also Happy Mail, super cool thing, and our curtain in the bedroom. So anyway, let me go back this way. So yeah, so this is what there is. This is the ending. It's a crinkle pillow. This is the finale of the whole thing, and I like it a whole lot. I really like the way it turned out. It's given me like all sorts of new inspiration just seeing like the yarns that I kind of forgot about, because I kind of forgot about some of these. Honestly, that I had this many ombres. Forget about some of the ones in here. I mean, it's just, it was like Christmas going through everything. It's very cool. So yeah, I'm excited to have new ideas for new fun projects, and I hope y'all come along and see what we make. So I already have projects for Crochet-tober and Christmas, but just fun things in between. So all right, I thank you all so very much for watching, especially if you guys hung out through the process of doing all the things and getting it done. So thank you guys. I appreciate you. I hope you all have a wonderfully blessed day. Please stay safe, and I will talk to you very soon.